Let's talk about the element of personality compatibility. Why do we wear masks? You know, we started wearing masks really to protect ourselves. And I would challenge that. I think that the number one reason why most people would wear masks today is to protect themselves. And there was this whole argument whether these masks or those masks really protect you. And the first N95 masks that came out had these valves that would really filter everything coming into me, but really let me get everything out through that valve, one-way valve. And I think that the fact that fewer and fewer people wear masks to protect other people from themselves is hurting personality compatibility, because a big part of it, and that's a universal part of it, is how much do you care about me? And if I knew that you wear a mask because you care about me, I would trust you more. But I know that you wear the mask, number one, to protect you. This brought up really to daylight the balance between my rights and your rights. And there was a study that was done, I believe in 2017, using the World Value Survey database that showed that over the last 51 years, the level of individualism or self-centrism, or the world revolves around me, increased 12% in 78 countries. Well, you may not think that 12% is a big number, but it was 69% in English-speaking countries. So we care a lot more about ourselves than we do about other people. That's what you see with masks and with other things. There is a wide range of issues that we became very, very passionate about. Vaccines or no vaccines, vaccinations, no vaccinations, open the business versus close businesses, open schools versus close schools. What am I going to do with my kids if they have to stay at home? Do I have to stay at home? I can't work if that's what happens. Do I wear a mask? Do I not wear a mask? First of all, because we don't trust science as much as probably we should or we did, then it opened, and because of confirmation bias, it opens us a lot to believe that, you know, I can believe one thing or the complete opposite, and I can find enough confirmation for whatever I believe in. But more than that, these are things that are very important. They're very important to us. The balance between our health, between dying, and our financial resources and abilities and our income and our ability to pay for rent, and this whole issue of, do you protect people from they don't have the ability to pay rent? How about protecting those who own the building and are paying mortgage on it, that may not be able to pay mortgage because nobody is paying rent? These are important things for us. There are two sides for each one of them, but because they're important, any differences, any ideological differences, cause us to have very different personality, or I should say personality incompatibility, very strong personality incompatibility. And that, at least in my research, I found that sharing those items have an 86% impact on trust, correlation with trust, which means that if we have very strong personality incompatibility, we would have very low levels of trust. And these personality incompatibilities and the importance, how strong and how passionate we feel about different things, manifests itself in what we see in stores, in different places, on airplanes. The FAA had just counted the number of incidents, and what they found is between 1995 and 2020, on average, there would be 120 to 150, I didn't do the exact math, incidents of unruly passengers on planes. So on average, 120. The highest was, in 2004, 310. 2021, well, 2020 was a low year, but that's because hardly anybody traveled. We didn't have vaccines, we didn't have anything, and we were still in a state of shock. But in 2021, you know, that average of 120, 150, and by the way, it was pretty low in 2020 and 2019. In 2029, it was In 2021, it was 1,075, more than 1,000. If you see the graph that the FAA released, you can see this huge spike because we feel personality incompatibilities and are very passionate about them. This was only a part of an episode of The Trust Show. You can watch the full episode on my YouTube channel, The Trust Show, or listen to it on The Trust Show podcast on Apple or anywhere else you listen to your favorite podcasts. Thank you for watching.